Hi, welcome to Reflectionism number 3. Before I get started, I'd just like you to take a moment to appreciate my creativity in blocking the sun from coming in the side of my window. I've got a poster tube on top of a book, which is 1001 games to play before you die. That being said, let's get into it. So, this reflection video, I'm reflecting on covering Alive or Just Breathing by Killswitch Engage, which was so much fun. Oh man, I love that album, and every album I'm going to be doing, I absolutely love. Um, but this one was it was just so cool. Much harder than the Linkin Park albums. Um, Big step up in the technicality. So, in the last reflection, I realized that I was not putting in enough work at the start, and I was kind of juggling, two songs at once, trying to learn them, two songs at once, and stuff like that. So this time, I definitely just took it one at a time, and particularly with a couple of the trickier songs, I really had to break them down a bit. I spent even like an hour on one particular riff just because my hand didn't like the pattern that I had to play, and I think I totally nailed that, and that was in Vide Infra, one of the last ones I did. So that was just super sick. I'm really happy with how that all went. Also got them out in the time frame that I wanted to as well, because I'm trying to do 4 albums this year. So that was really, really cool. Still also have a bit of performance anxiety. I end up having to record like 10 to 20 times to get it to the level that I'm happy with, and so it's difficult for me to really like rock out, because I've been, I might have been at it for an hour before I finally get a cut that I'm, stoked with. So I think I don't know how I'm gonna solve that just yet, but I do have some other things I'll want to work on. Um, so about halfway through, I actually upgraded the audio and added intro and outro videos, as you might have noticed. So it sounds way better now from the song To the Sons of Man onwards. Um, I started recording the audio into Cakewalk, which is a free recording software, and just downloading the songs and putting them into the project, and yeah, it sounds significantly better. And unfortunately, I did that the song after my favorite song on the album is Just Barely Breathing, and it was really difficult for me to not go back and re-record that. So something that I really do want to do in these challenges and projects is to not go back and redo things. I just want to get something done and move on and learn from it. So I'm glad that I didn't go back to that, and it's just something new that I've picked up, which is obviously better recording audio and intro and outro videos. So having them going forward, and that's awesome. Shame that I can't have them on the old ones, but I'm just doing everything once. So yeah, I'm stoked with that. So another thing that happened during doing these covers is that at work, where I'm a software developer, we have a project management strategy, I guess you'd call it, is called OKRs, or Objectives and Key Results. So we actually set ourselves some personal and professional goals, essentially, for the 6 months of this year. One of them was doing these covers, was getting 2 albums done in the last 6 months, and then my professional one was, learning a course for something to do with software development. But what happened during that time is that because of COVID and being at home, working from home a lot, I actually took up another project called the 100-Day Project, which I've now finished, and I'll be posting another reflection video pretty much straight after this, so you can go check it out if it's up. So I won't go into details with that because I will in the other video, but what I realized is that I'd already set myself some goals and some time frames that required to do those, and I really didn't consider taking on another project would affect my existing one, and that's something that I think I've done a lot in the past, is just have that shiny object syndrome, where I'll start something or start writing a song, and it'll kind of get half done, and then I'm like, "Ooh, I've got this new cool idea. I'll start working on that," and then you just end up having a whole bunch of unfinished work, which is where I'm at. So, and why I'm doing this. So that was interesting, just to kind of to notice that, like, hey, I'm spending all this time on this new project, which I had wanted to do the 100-day project for a long time, but I didn't really consider how much time that I needed to be able to do these 4 albums throughout the year. So that's a good learning this time. Yep, favorite track was Vita Infra, just because of that challenge, and I think it turned out really cool. I'll also pop a TED talk down below about the OKRs, because I think it's pretty interesting stuff, and it actually kept me on track really for getting this album out this time. So thanks for watching, and see you in the 100-day project video, because you're going to watch it, right? See ya.